HPE with Hef presents Winter Olympics. Directions. Start the video. Then pause the video for discussions, answers, and physical activity. You may want to deliver this content in sections over the course of the Winter Olympic Games. Bobsleigh, or bobsled as it's sometimes called in America, features competitors pushing their sled and jumping in before steering down an icy course with twists and turns. The sled is equipped with ropes for steering and has brakes. There are 4 events: the men's 2- and 4-man event and the women's 2-woman and solo event called the monobob. Discuss the skill and health-related components of fitness that a good bobsledder should have. Name some of the forces that affect the speed of the bobsled. Answer. The sled is impacted by the forces of gravity, friction, air resistance, or drag. Losers, unlike the bobsledders, start the race by sitting on their sled and using their hands to gain speed. They travel down the track, shifting their weight to turn. They can go up to 90 miles per hour. There are 4 races: men's singles and doubles, women's singles, and a team relay. The fastest time in the competition wins. The team event includes 3 sleds, a woman's, men's, and a men's double. The race begins with the women's team. When she reaches the bottom, a gate opens for the men's team. When he finishes, the gate will open for the men's double team. The team with the fastest time wins. Assume the luge position and then race down the track with the person in the video. Skeleton athletes begin standing. They run down the track to build momentum before positioning themselves on the sled on their stomach face first. There is only one event for both men and women. Each athlete gets 4 rides over 2 days. Their times are combined, and the lowest total time determines the winner. The times are recorded to the 100th of a second, with riders traveling at around 80 miles per hour. Will a skeleton move quicker on a cold day or a warm day? Answer. Cold day. A cold, hard ice will have less friction, allowing the sled to move quicker. Alpine skiing is sometimes referred to as downhill skiing. There are 11 events, 5 for men and 5 for women, including the downhill, Super G, giant slalom, slalom, and alpine combined. The competitors in these events need to travel through a course at high speeds and record the fastest time to win a medal. The 11th event is a mixed team event. This event features 2 men and 2 women from each team and requires the competitors to compete in a side-by-side race to advance and compete for the gold. You will definitely need a helmet for this event, as the skiers can reach up to 95 miles per hour. Discuss the components of health-related fitness and identify which components are important for alpine skiing. Cross-country skiing features 6 different events for both the men and women. These events include a classic race, a skiathlon, a mass start free, sprint free, a team sprint classic, and a relay. The men's and women's events vary in distance. What force makes it easier for skiers to slide across the snow? Answer: a low coefficient of friction between the skis and the snow helps the skiers to glide. Cross-country skiing requires leg endurance. Let's move. Ski jumping consists of 5 events. 3 men events, including the men's normal hill, large hill, and team event. The women have 1 normal hill event and compete in a mixed team event with the men. Jumpers are scored on both style and distance. Discuss how the components of skill-related fitness, balance, and coordination contribute to a successful ski jump. The Nordic combined event is actually 2 events, a ski jump followed by cross-country skiing event. Competitors perform the ski jump first. Once the jumps are scored, the cross-country race begins. The score each competitor gets on their jump is used to calculate their starting position in the cross-country race, with the winner of the jumps beginning the race first and other competitors beginning at varying times later, depending on their jump score. The freestyle skiing events are the same for men and women. In the aerial events, halfpipe, slopestyle, and moguls, skiers perform tricks and are given a score based on their skill and form of those tricks. The big air event also has an added score based on height and distance, while the ski cross event is a timed event without judges, in which the first competitor to cross the finish line wins. Try some straddle jumps, like this freestyler. The biathlon is a unique event that combines cross-country skiing with shooting. There are 5 events for both men and women, as well as a mixed team event. These events require the athlete to travel through a course and stop to shoot during each round. The number of shots missed during each round adds time or distance onto the competitor's race, so accuracy is really important. What does the prefix by mean? Answer: bi means 2 or twice. A biathlon consists of 2 sports. Which type of coordination is important for shooting? Answer: eye-hand coordination. The sport of snowboarding is fairly new to the Winter Olympics and consists of 5 events for both men and women, as well as a mixed team snowboard cross event. The halfpipe, slopestyle, and big air events are won by completing the best tricks. Judges score the tricks based on difficulty, height of jumps, quality of landing, and the overall execution of the run. Meanwhile, the snowboard cross, parallel giant slalom, and team cross competitions are a race to the finish line. Hop on your virtual snowboard and head down the mountain. Figure skating is the oldest Olympic sport and one of the most popular. The event consists of men's singles, women's singles, pairs, ice dancing, and a team event. The athletes receive 2 scores. One score is based on the technical difficulty and completion of skills in their routine, while the other score is based on the presentation of the overall performance. The event starts with a short routine in which skaters qualify for the long or free program. The winner is determined by the combined score of both programs. Can you spin on one foot like a figure skater? To participate in the Olympics in ice hockey, teams qualify based on their world ranking before the games. 12 countries are represented in the men's tournament and 10 countries in the women's tournament. The top 2 teams from the men's pool and top 3 teams from the women's pool advance to their respective quarterfinals. The winners of the quarterfinals advance to the semifinals and then to the finals to crown a winner. Discuss which components of skill-related fitness the goalie will need to make a save. Speed skating is just like it sounds. Athletes skate as fast as they can to win the race. Skaters, though, only race once. In the individual events, 2 skaters compete against each other. However, their times are then compared to the other heats to determine a winner. The mass start individual event is different. 24 skaters start at the same time. No one is allowed to pass during the first round. Skaters accumulate points during 3 sprint laps, and at the conclusion of the race, the skater with the most points wins. The team pursuit event is different as well. 2 teams of 3 skaters begin the race on opposite sides of the track. The men's race is 8 laps, while the women's race is 6. The team that gets all 3 of their skaters across the finish line first is the winner. A team can also win if they overtake the other team during the race. The competition begins in the quarterfinals and continues through the single elimination to the finals. Can you name a leg muscle being used in speed skating? Some of the muscles you could have answered with are the gluteal muscles, the hamstrings, the quadriceps, and the muscles of the calves, gastrocnemius and soleus. Short track speed skating differs from speed skating in that the athletes are competing directly against one another and not the clock. There are 9 total events. The men and women each race a 500 meter, 1,000 meter, and 1,500 meter race. The men have a 5,000 meter team relay, while the women have a 3,000 meter relay. Additionally, there is a mixed team relay. The short track is only 111.12 meters compared to the speed skating track of 400 meters. The race takes place going counterclockwise. What do you notice about the skates worn by the speed skaters? Compare and contrast hockey skates, figure skates, and speed skates. Curling completes the list of Winter Olympic events. This is a unique sport that takes place on ice using equipment called stones and brooms. The playing field is called a sheet. At the end of the sheet is a target called the house. The house has 4 rings, with the center one being called the button. Teams score points by delivering a stone across the ice so that it lands on or close to the button. Players sweep the ice as the stone travels toward the house to change the speed or trajectory of the stone. There are 3 curling events: men's, women's, and mixed doubles. Why do you think this piece of equipment is necessary? Answer. The hack is used to help players push off and deliver the stone. Without it, players wouldn't be able to create a significant forward force. Can you guess how much a curling stone weighs? The answer? 44 pounds. So what's your favorite Winter Olympic sport? For more information on the Winter Olympics, check out these websites.